I'm in Nashville, and we here in Nashville have this amazing memorial that we do every time around Veterans Day, where we place here at Fort Negley a flag for every one of the men, women, and children who helped build this Union fort that was built in 1862. So I was driving past this fort the other day with a few students from Hillsborough High School, and we passed this fort, and it allowed us an opportunity to talk about it and discuss what we have here. And there's a lot of misunderstanding around this fort. It was a fort that was built by men, women, and children around in 1862, after the Union Army came into Nashville. They fortified this city with several forts, and Fort Negley was one of these forts. And so up here we have our fort. So here in Fort Negley, we have a place that was a fort of sanctuary for African Americans during the Civil War, when Nashville was under Union occupation. Throughout the South, starting in 1860, people began to come to the around areas in Tennessee that had a federal occupation, and then in 1862 that number increased of Black African Americans who were coming into Union occupied areas of Tennessee. Columbia State professor Dr. Thomas Flegel shared that in 1860 there were 1,000 people coming every year, fleeing from the atrocities of slavery. By 1862, when the Union Army had taken over Nashville, there were 1,000 African Americans fleeing to Nashville and other Union occupied areas of Tennessee every month. By 1863, there were 1,000 African Americans fleeing to Nashville and other occupied areas of Tennessee every 48 hours. 1,000 Black Americans were fleeing the brutality of slavery in hopes for a better life.